I think we're starting to look at a Republican reaction in the Senate in particular. We'll have to wait on the House, I believe, because I think there's a decent chance the Democrats win the House. But in the Senate, I think the Republicans could pick up 5 or 6 seats. And I think this is going to be a huge mess for everyone. And I think the national media is going to have to take a step back and say, wait a minute, we're so cloistered in D.C., we're so cloistered in New York City, we're so cloistered in L.A. and San Francisco that we don't know what the vast majority of the country thought about the Kavanaugh hearings, and people are rejecting and repudiating the behavior that they saw from the Democratic Senate Judiciary Committee members. And I think that's going to be the story in the Senate of the 2018 midterms. If you're a Democrat, what you have to hope is that a month is a long time and that people don't end up voting in a national way on their Senate races, that they forget about what happened with Kavanaugh over a month. But I already told you, I am choosing to vote for Marsha Blackburn as a message to send to the Senate Judiciary Committee Democrats that I believe they overreached substantially in the Kavanaugh hearing. And I don't agree with Kavanaugh about a lot of what he said. I don't agree with him on abortion, probably. I don't agree with him on the death penalty. I don't agree with him on maybe gay marriage. But I believe the president deserves the right to nominate people for the Supreme Court that fit his political persuasion. And I think Kavanaugh, as well as Gorsuch, were perfectly normal selections for the Supreme Court, for a Republican president, whether it was Donald Trump or anyone else. So I am going to vote for Senate in my state for Marsha Blackburn because I believe the Senate Democrats overreach. Now, I'm voting for the Democrat for governor, but I was unclear how I was going to vote. And then the Senate Judiciary Committee hearings happened, and I can't, in good conscience, vote for a Democrat in the wake of what I think was one of the worst things I've seen in my life from elected officials. I thought quizzing him on his yearbook, believing somebody because she's a woman, not because of the evidence that was in actual out there. There was no corroborating evidence to support her claim. I thought it was one of the worst moments in my life as a voter. And I believe it was a modern-day McCarthy moment for a lot of people out there.